Alright, we are heading into the final map between miou and Grubby, and just to repeat myself one last time, the winner of this one is going to the finals, the loser of this one is going to be out, and therefore a lot is on the line. Once again, miou is the human and he's spawning in the bottom left spawn position of Secret Valley, and once again he trusts in his early lumber mill build together with the altar first, of course, which he's gonna use to get the IEM first and maybe eventually a second hero as well. On the other hand, in the top right spawn position, this time in orange, the Dutch orc player Grubby, again altar, burrow, barracks, and since this is Secret Valley, the question is gonna be if he's going to stick with his choice of Farseer first, or if he's gonna go for the Blade Master. Of course, Secret Valley, perhaps the worst map of all for a Farseer first. So let's see, he's going for the Farseer, so he continues trusting in that hero despite losing previously with him, despite having the map played, which is definitely not known as a Farseer, as a Blade Master map. Not known as a Farseer map, of course, that's the way it is. So scout by Grubby once again, this time again no scout by miou, as I think he's never really scouted on the two-player maps. IEM halfway out, of course, if I haven't mentioned it. I mean, it's such an obvious hero choice. At this stage of the Warcraft 3 meta, it's hardly even necessary to mention it anymore. Anyways, miou is gonna get the tower here once again very early on, is going to get the tech as quickly as he can while having the tower very early on as well. IEM is out, it looks like he's gonna go for the green camp here first with his first footman with no militia, so just investing into his tech as quickly as he can. It looks like he may even skip the scout tower for now. Maybe he wants to wait until he really sees the Farseer here. Ah yeah, he's getting the tech more quickly. I'm guessing if he sees the Blade Master first, he might not upgrade the tower as early on. Then again, since his base is open, he needs the Arcane Tower against the Blade Master as well. So he's just getting it a little bit later this time. Taking a look at the tech. Yeah, miou clearly ahead this time because he skipped the tower, or because he just upgraded after going to tier 2. Of course, the downside of this is that the tower is not yet finished, and we'll see how much damage Grubby is going to be able to do thanks to that. So far the answer is none. He's got to retreat with his wolves. For now, the tower is soon going to finish. miou, by the way, with the Mantle of Intelligence, whereas Grubby not yet with any items. He only grabbed here, which is a tome spot, and doesn't drop any other items. He's trying to go for the block here with the wolf. The footman's trying to squeeze out. He's heading towards the bottom right corner right now to the fountain. Perhaps miou's taking a bit of damage on his IEM. The Farseer is taking very little damage against these two footmen, which are trying to do a bit. Of course, miou can make use of the heal fountains here, so this isn't all too big of a deal. Of course, it prevents him from creeping, but it's not like this is going to kill him or anything of that sort. Shop is coming, no third burrow yet. It's soon the time to do it for Grubby, because if he doesn't, then he's going to delay his second hero. And he certainly does not want to do that. miou, on the other hand, yeah, does have plenty of farms, so of course, getting his shop as well. And has his IEM healed up fully again. His footman, I'm not really sure where that one ended up. Maybe he already did heal him up and sent him back to the army. Not quite sure about it. Grubby continues creeping. Circlet dropping here, but he's not getting it. He's heading down the map, trying to continue putting pressure on the IEM, even leaving the item here, and finishing the creep with the wolves. And the Grunt's third burrow is coming just in time as it appears, as well as the lumber mill early on once again. And miou is again getting triple ivory towers pulling the militia, so it looks like he again is gonna wanna finish the game quickly here. Looks like he doesn't feel like he can go into a late game just straight up one base against one base. Or maybe even a tier 2 expansion game against Grubby, and therefore he's going for the push again. I'm assuming Firelord is going to be picked up here, which is the case. And let's see how much damage miou is going to be able to do this time. Grubby again town porting back here just to be in position as his opponent is about to arrive. Berserker strength upgrade coming, followed by a demolisher. TC second for Grubby, no tier 2 buildings for him yet. First footman is getting surrounded here, and miou is actually retreating. Okay. So he's got the Firelord second, but he doesn't go through with it. He is getting double Arcane Sanctum again. So yeah, miou is he satisfied with this? Just getting the town portal out of it? I don't know. But apparently he is, or he changed his mind. We'll see. TC second is out, Spirit Lodge Beast Tree coming for Grubby. So he didn't build like a tower unnecessarily or anything like that. Just going into a normal game here. He wasted his town portal. miou wasted a bit of time on his arcanes, as well as you know, a bit of harvesting time for his peasants. And he chose the Firelord second, which isn't getting stronger as the game goes. I guess the late game value of the Firelord rather limited. Grubby getting the surround here on the water middle, so he's pretty safe with the surrounds here in this best of 3, as well as miou for that matter. No one really messed up a surround so far, I think.
Job's done.
And yeah, the only hero that is level 2 right now is the Farseer, and Grubby continues creeping with that one, with the TC, with his grunts, wants to maintain his XP lead, which he's definitely gonna do, as he's creeping the way bigger camp compared to his opponent right now. miou's got plenty of footmen sitting here at the fountain, gonna get them back and gonna be able to creep bigger afterwards as well. First 2 sorceresses are with the army for Grubby, first raider is coming, first walker is coming, 50 supply burrow is coming, everything is you know, on its way for a later stage of the game. So Grubby with the greater heal potion here, another agility tome for the TC this time, and miou continues creeping the very, very small camp, so he seems to be really frightened here. I mean, this isn't gonna get him into a great position come late game. Finally he's taking an orange camp. Maybe he was afraid of some more pressure by Grubby, but if so, then he clearly lost that mind game, because Grubby's got away with both of the middle camps. Going to the shop right now, didn't get anything yet, getting 1 heal scroll right now. He's got the greater mana potion, which is, with this hero composition, probably the best item he could have found there. I mean, against the IEM Firelord, it's not like the nuke is too threatening. I mean, he's got the greater heal potion, which is definitely enough. He does have a speech scroll as well, in order to make it out of any dicey situations. So yeah, everything is looking decent for the orc. Of course, still has a decent XP advantage, level 3-2, and miou is going for the tier 2 expansion right now. So guessing that's not going to be too surprising for Grubby. He's gonna scout that eventually with a wolf, I'm assuming. And we'll see how well he's gonna be able to deal with it. Level 2 for the Firelord, finally. Ogre Magi is falling, drops the Ring of Protection, so another horrible item for miou. Whereas Grubby with the level 3 already, Claws +9, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength here. Alright, items. miou continues creeping at the fountain, I imagine? No? Okay, he wants to head to the middle, maybe for heal scrolls, maybe to get this one, but Grubby already crept the entire middle, so... Okay, there's the wolf scouting, so... That was to be expected. And miou is just falling further and further behind in terms of XP here. So I'm curious how he's gonna try and deal with Grubby's army in the late game. Sobi Mask for the Farseer, plus 15 damage for him. He's looking very nicely equipped, and miou is going for the attack here. He's got a Town Portal, obviously, and let's see how much damage he's going to be able to do. Immediate Town Portal by Grubby, and I guess miou is going to have to follow it up with his immediate Town Portal as well. Shockwave Chain Lightning is coming in, casters taking plenty of damage, but nothing died here. Just a Town Portal exchange, which is pretty beneficial for the player with the expansion. Then again, miou doesn't even have his expansion finished just now, so yeah, that doesn't really benefit him at the moment. Maybe he was afraid of Grubby pushing here early on, but Grubby might just push soon. Now miou 50 supply, Grubby 57, miou 0 items on his heroes. He's just sold everything. Whereas Grubby is pushing right now with no Town Portal. TC is getting burned by the Arcane Towers. Now switching to the Spirit Walker. The Guard Tower has been taken down, but Grubby's got to retreat here. The Grunt isn't being affected by the Speed Scroll, but he's getting rid of the slow with a Disenchant. Therefore, everything survives. Grubby needs to make sure his Walker doesn't get focused out here by the Red Drake, and he does so. So Circlet finally picked up, and let's see what he's getting here. Belt of Giant Strength. Alright, as I said, the nuke isn't really too big of a deal, so Robe of the Magi, Sobi Mask, etc. would have definitely been better for Grubby, but you know, the Belt of Giant Strength isn't gonna hurt him as well. Blizzard right now for miou, which is interesting given that he's got no breaker front here. Basically, he's got 2 breakers. First Shockwave Chain Lightning is coming in. The priests are at work healing up. There is 1 heal scroll for miou, so he's not gonna want to use that early on. Demolisher for Grubby once again, and he's going for the tower with it. I think he should do a splash attack here. Not yet doing so. Maybe he's gonna change it up. Now he's doing the splash attack. Blizzard is hitting decently against the Raiders. He's scroll used by Grubby right now, and plenty of Militia called. I'm not really sure if that's the greatest fight to take actually for Grubby. Shockwave Chain Lightning coming in. Few Militia falling, but none of the crucial casters. And yeah, Grubby's got 1 more Shockwave with his TC if he doesn't get... Okay, doesn't get burned. 1 more Chain Lightning. Now the heal scroll has been used by miou, and Grubby is going to be forced to fall back here, I think. In the meantime, we do see on the minimap that he's getting a counter expansion. And therefore, it looks like he also feels like he cannot break this expansion at the moment. He's falling back to the fountain. The problem for him remains, though, that he doesn't have mana, and that the human always has at least a little bit of mana with the level 1 Brilliance Aura. Another Blizzard is coming in, doing a bit of damage. One of the Raiders, Grubby's last Raider for now, is falling, and therefore no Ensnare at the moment, no means of getting rid of the Blizzard, and Grubby is really getting in trouble here. He doesn't have a Town Portal as well, so if he, you know, continues fighting, he might get into trouble. But then again, with a fountain in his back, he's healing up very nicely with all of his units, and therefore miou is actually the one who's gonna fall back. miou not having a heal scroll remaining, keep that in mind, and therefore he's losing 2 more casters. He is gonna lose the 3rd one thanks to the Ensnare of the Reinforcing Raider, and miou has to fall back to his own towers. Another Blizzard coming in. Grubby splitting decently here. Another priest is falling here, another Ensnare on another one of the priests. The 2 breakers are low as well. The Arcane Towers here doing a bit of damage to one of the Spirit Walkers. Yeah, once again, Grubby has to fall back, so it looks like he cannot break this expansion for now, but the fight once again turning here towards the end, so pretty close action. 61 supply for Grubby, 53 from miou, and Grubby's expansion is about to finish. miou is about to reach level 3 on his Fire Lord as well. The Sorceress is going to fall here to the next hit of the Demolisher, and even another Sorceress gets ensnared here, so this is very tricky for the German. The IEM is getting ensnared, and the Demolisher, is he able to get rid of the Sorceress here before the ensnare wears off? No, he isn't. The Raiders are again trying to get into position for an ensnare, but they're not able to do so. Maybe Grubby should build a shop here, maybe up here or so, just to be able to replenish mana at all times, because he's really pinning miou down to his own expansion, really keeping the contain up here, but so far he hasn't been able to break it. And the IEM Invisible is going to buy 2 heal scrolls perhaps, but he really needs to hurry here to get back to defend his base against Demolishers and of course the entire Orc army. So yeah, 2 heal scrolls for miou. The Arcane Tower is taking more and more damage. As we can see, once again, splash attack by the Demolishers to do some damage against the peasants as well. Blizzard is coming in. Grubby is positioning nicely though. Was never really taking too much damage of that one, not even in the first place. And yeah, another Blizzard is going on. Once again, not doing too much damage. Shockwave is going on to the casters and Snare on the IEM. He really needs to be careful not to get surrounded here. Disenchant on the IEM, but Invisibility is coming afterwards, and therefore he is being saved for now. The Raider not in the group yet. Perhaps can he dispel? He does have a disenchant with this Walker, but it looks like he doesn't want to use it. Just to perhaps save this Raider, and as we've heard, miou also continuously slowed the Raider here, so he was probably anticipating a disenchant against that one. So the Raider's falling, so miou's Firelord is on level 3, and Grubby's expansion is just now fully running. In the meantime, new Town Portal for miou, 1 heal scroll on both of his heroes, sending 1 Invisible Sorceress up front. And is Grubby actually falling back here? It looks like he might fall back. He's pulling the red camp, so yeah, he continues creeping. Of course, he still has the huge XP lead. Level 3 barely on both of the human heroes, whereas the orcs are already both up at level 4.5. But miou isn't gonna want to give that one to him for free. The Ogre Lord is falling. Warsong Battle Drums, great item for Grubby. Another damage boost for all of his units, but he's got to position properly right now. Shockwave is coming in, and the first heal scroll has not yet been used by miou, waiting very, very long with that. There is still mana for another Chain Lightning on the Farseer. Now the heal scroll has been used, but it looks like miou doesn't have the numbers to sustain this fight here. Another Blizzard coming in though, very nicely placed, and there is no heal scroll for Grubby, so he's actually taking a huge load of damage here, pulling back his low HP stuff, at least most of it. 1 grunt has fallen here, but miou in return, of course, is taking plenty of damage as well. He's used both of his heal scrolls already, needs to cast another Blizzard, but that's all of the Blizzard for miou for now. He doesn't have any more mana on his IEM, but at the same time, he's also dealt so much damage to Grubby. Look at it, there's not really a lot of an army remaining, so the Orc player is gonna have to fall back here. He's got, what, 2 heroes, 2 Demolishers, a Kodo, and a Walker at the moment. Of course, plenty of low HP stuff is being sent to the fountain here, so yeah, nice micro by Grubby, but for now he's gonna have a hard time fighting if miou realizes that he can maybe perhaps keep up the pressure. 62 supply for the German, 64 now for both of them. Grubby getting mana potions, getting clarities, heal salves, everything, and miou finds the expansion. He's going to actually continue pressuring the main. Keep in mind he doesn't have any more heal scrolls though. That could really backfire on him, because level 5-5 means huge AoE damage output against the casters. Yeah, 1 lava spawn has been sent here to the expansion. Grubby is sending down his wolves to take care of that one, and they will very, very quickly be able to do so. And yeah, miou realizes he cannot keep the pressure up unless he's buying new heal scrolls first, so there he goes to the shop. There should be 2 heal scrolls available. He doesn't have the gold to get a second. Oh no, he got 2, so I guess he cancelled something.
Job's done.
And the Walker here, he's got 2 disenchants, so if miou sees... No, okay, he doesn't see him. He's going for the expansion here immediately. The unit's not being pulled back. At the moment, miou's coming in from the right hand side. I'm guessing first AoE is going to be casted against the casters immediately. First heal scroll being used, but as you can see, it's not even enough to fully compensate for the Shockwave Chain Lightning combination. Blizzard is going into the Walkers. The next Shockwave Chain Lightning is doing so much damage to the casters. Next heal scroll used by miou. IEM level 4 finally, but the Orc heroes both on level 5.5 already. 1 breaker eaten by the Kodo Beast here. All of the casters have fallen. The Firelord has to fall back right now. He's microing very, very late. 23 HP. He's getting out of that fight though. But Grubby seems to have the numbers on his side right now. And Snare going onto the IEM. He closes the surround here, I believe, and that's going to force the Town Portal. Another Raider is going to fall beforehand though. Chain Lightning is being dodged by the town portal by miou, and therefore Grubby is holding the expansion here. He's taken a bit of damage on the majority of his units, but the heal fountain is right there. He didn't even use these 2 units. 80 supply for Grubby, 48 for miou. So now he's really going to run into trouble, because that was his fight to win. Basically, that was the one that in which he had the chance, let's put it like that. Of course, as you could see, the AoE was doing so much damage, a couple of casters dying immediately and the other ones not even back to full HP after the heal scroll. miou's pulling the Overlord, but Grubby is right there and he's not gonna give it to him for free. Not gonna give it to him at all as the Pierce, and he's probably even gonna get it. Of course, the items for Grubby also playing a huge role here. The Sobi Mask, the Warsong Battle Drums, the bonus damage on the Farseer. But keep in mind, he only got those items, the Greater Mana Potion of course as well, he only got those items because he was able to creep so freely in the mid game. So yeah, once again the human army is coming in, the creeps really helping out miou here with the Shockwave, with the attacks against Grubby's army. Grubby's having trouble microing here. Shockwave, Blizzard going into the casters once again. He's trying to kite as good as he can. The Overlord is about to fall up here. Crystal Ball, okay, that's not too great. Grubby is pulling up the choke here and retreating. Let's see, is he gonna lose this walker? He is. Crystal Ball used just to really check on the army size, perhaps on the items, etc. of his opponent once more, and he sees there is nothing in the inventory of miou. The mains have just run out. So miou has... What happened down here? Okay, some harassment in the meantime. I totally missed it. I'm assuming wolf harassment. And miou just taking his sweet time with resaturating that expansion. Yeah, miou's got 3,500 gold left to work with before the game is more or less going to be over, because yeah, because if he doesn't have gold income, of course there's not going to be any way for him to stay in the game. But maybe he, okay, he's gonna push, he's not gonna, excuse me, he's not going to expand one more time, even though this position would kinda be beneficial for miou with like towering up the choke here. And camping behind it basically makes it very hard for the orc to break. But he's going for the push again. 3 ivory towers, no town portal. Where's the Fire Lord? He's at the shop. He's going to buy a new heal scroll, I imagine. Only 1 heal scroll this time for miou. Grubby is getting a guard tower in the back. He's evacuating here. Does he have a town portal? Yes. Looks like he's gonna go for the counter push here immediately. Level 6 on the TC already. Farseer is soon to be there as well. Another Shockwave is coming in, and Grubby, yeah, he's going to get rid of the town hall and then town portal. So this is do or die for miou. If the expansion doesn't fall now, then the game is definitely over. The town hall did go down. Grubby is town porting in. Demolisher way up front. The army is completely clumped up. Soul burn here on the TC, making sure that there is no Shockwave coming early on, but Grubby casts Disenchant, casts the Shockwave. Chain Lightning I think did come in as well. There's still a mana potion on the Farseer. He's going to use by miou to counter the Chain Lightning here. Another Soulborn on the TC, but yeah, Grubby is doing pretty nicely in this fight so far. Plenty of Spiritlinks casted, dispelled immediately, casted again, another Blizzard. Only 1 wave coming in very quickly, getting rid of that one with the Ensnare hero. Both of miou's heroes actually very low. He didn't even get to plant the Ivory Towers. Another Blizzard coming in, but it's not enough. The IEM is falling. GG, grats by miou. Congratulations, Grubby is going to the finals. miou with a decent attempt here, trying to you know, well, at first trying to go for the tower push, then it was looking extremely good for Grubby in the mid game. He got such a huge level advantage, but miou did well in holding his expansion against Grubby's pressure. But still, Grubby got the counter expansion in play, so it was never like Grubby was all-inning or anything. He was just containing miou and doing a good job in that. And yeah, one fight in the middle, miou did very well at the fight on the bottom of Grubby's red camp. And for a moment it looked like miou might be able to break Grubby despite the level disadvantage, but just the sheer AoE damage was too much for miou to really sustain a fight long enough to benefit from the human strengths, so to speak, like the Brilliance Aura, which is going to provide mana forever, the slow, the kiting, etc. Never really got into that stage because the Orc's AoE was just too strong for the fights to last long enough. miou would have needed like 5 heal scrolls to get into a long enough fight, I imagine. And yeah, Grubby takes the game here. In the end, it you could say it came down to one map. Then again, it also was a pretty clear victory overall by Grubby, as he was the one finishing this group with 9 points, whereas the second, third, and fourth place all finish with 3 points each, as all of them lost to Grubby. miou did beat Ciara, Ciara did beat Insomnia, and Insomnia did beat miou. So miou, Insomnia, Ciara out. Grubby is going to the finals, of course. For those, we're gonna have another video, a recap video of this stage and preview for the finals. As always, I hope you enjoyed this game as well as the entire best of 3. And I hope you will tune in for the finals as well. As always, give a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and comment. And yeah, I'll see you soon for the recap video.